Hello, beautiful people. If you are new here, my name is Jo. If you are not new here, welcome back to my channel. It is so great to have you all here today with me. So today I have a recommendations video for you guys, and I'm going to be recommending alien romances. So within this list, I have everything from humans with a twist, a little bit of a twist, to definitely not human, have no idea what the fuck I'm reading, but I like it. I think the first recommendation that I have for you on the more milder side of things is the Horde Kings of Dakar series by Zoe Draven. So this is a series that I would definitely recommend for those wanting to maybe dip their toes in alien romance just to see if it's for you or not without jumping off the deep end, jumping off the high dive, if you will. The story itself is set on the planet of Dakar, in which humans are kind of like guests, and the native creatures of the planet have very strict rules about what you can and cannot do to the land itself. Our main character, Luna's brother, breaks one of those rules. He harms the land in some way, and therefore he must have to pay retribution to these men called the Horde Kings, who are tasked with enforcing the rules and the laws that they set. So Luna has to make the difficult decision to sacrifice herself in her brother's place. This series has fated mates. It's definitely alpha hero, and like I said, it's pretty much humans with a twist. It's one of my favorite alien romance series that I've read so far, and I think it's great. I think it's great. I think you should read it. Okay. Next is another Zoe Draven, which I did not even anticipate. I just put it on this list, but it's another Zoe Draven, and that is the Crave of Everton series. We are following our main character, Eve, who is 25 years old. She's not married. She's never been touched by a man, and she decides that she's going to take matters into her own hands and go and visit a brothel. The brothel that she chooses to go to is an infamous brothel for the elites because the men that are there are of the race that people call a crave. The crave are sought after for sex slavery, for brothels, things like that, because their Jamba Juice has a special power. Anything that it touches pretty much puts the skin into a kind of euphoric state. The crave that she is matched with, his name is Kiva, and as they grow closer, Eve starts to discover the kind of dark underbelly of Kiva's life and how he ended up where he is, and also the dirty, nasty secrets and truth behind the brothel that he's working in and the woman who runs it. It's a really good series. I really liked it. This one also has fated mates. We've got a virgin heroine. There are some triggers for this series. There's sex trafficking, torture, and violence. It's not super intense, but those are themes that are explored throughout the book, so just be aware of that before you go into it. Next, we have the Fated Mates of the Sea Sand series by Ursa Dax. In this first book, we are following our main character, Cece. Cece is a linguist, and while she's out on a jog one morning, she is literally snatched up off the street and thrust into this top secret NASA program. The government is trying to get a hold of this super crazy power source that is on this faraway planet, and they have captured a group of young women who all have specialties. Like Cece's a linguist, we have a biologist, a veterinarian, all of these different kinds of specialties, and they are tasked with going to this planet and trying to negotiate with the natives into giving them, you know, the humans the power source. When they arrive on this planet, they are brutally attacked. Their ship is completely torn apart by these like crab creatures, and so they're forced to flee the ship on their way, you know, to freedom, trying to escape. Cece is snatched up by one of these native men who believes that Cece is his mate. This story has a kind of language barrier trope, which I enjoy, and with Cece being a linguist, it just makes for a very interesting dynamic. These alien men, they kind of have like, they have tails, and they have like big ears that go up like that, and they also have like kangaroo feet. So we're getting more into the non-human category. But even with that, they're still humanoid, human-esque, if you will. This series obviously has fated mates. I'm just now realizing that that may be a theme. We also have a hero who falls first, which I do enjoy. Because of the way the mating bond works in this series specifically, the warrior men are called by this like sea dragon into this cave to see the face of their mate. But normally with those of their own species, the mating bullying bond clicks in right away for the women as well, but that is not the case with these human females. And also with this one, we have a tad bit of different anatomy going on in the nether regions. It's not anything too severe or strange, but it is a little bit of a difference in anatomy, okay? And the last series that I want to recommend is one that I recommend and talk about all the time, but I'm gonna talk about it again because I like it. The Spider's Mate Trilogy by Tiffany Roberts. I love this series. I think it's fantastic. It's not for everyone, obviously. Our main man, Catan, here is a literal Spider-Man, but he is scrumdiddlyumptious, and I love him. So this story begins when Catan is in the middle of the woods hunting. The hunt goes a bit awry. He ends up falling in this deep, dark pit that his people, the Vricks, believe to be the resting place of a huge, nasty monster that one of their gods destroyed way back when. But what he finds down there is a human woman who has been cryogenically contained in a spaceship, and he accidentally sets her free. Obviously, Ivy Foster is not expecting to be woken up by a gigantic Spider-Man. What ensues is an amazing slow burn romance in which Catan tries to teach her how to survive the land. Within this series, there's not just the romance aspect, there's also a pretty interesting political plot as well, because the tribe of Vricks that Catan is a part of is being led by this evil queen who wants Catan for her mate, and she's a nasty bitch, and we don't like her. Her name's Zervashi. She is the bane of my existence. Action, adventure, I love it. It's great. So those were some alien romance recommendations for you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any more future bookish content from me. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I need to stop saying you guys. I will see you next time.